Hello, my name is Ahmad Rashid Komarudin. In this video, I will show you the application that I built. This is feature request application. In here, we can add feature requests. We can define the title, description, the client, the priority of this feature request, target date, and the product area. Here, we also can edit the feature request. Also, if the feature request is done, we can mark it as done. To develop this application, I split up to the two main projects, front end and back end. For the back end, I use Flask, and for the front end, I use jQuery. You can see here that this is single page application. Okay, let's try add some features. Okay, now we have new feature. Here, if I refresh, you can see that the order is by ID. We can also change the order by client name. You can click here, and the order will change to the client name. Also, we can change the order by priority. Okay, just click on the priority, and the order will change by priority. Okay, let's back to the order by ID. Just click here. Okay, the order is by ID again. Here, we can see that the client A have the priority 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, let's try add feature for client A with priority 1. Here you can see that the priority is 1. Now let's reload the page. And you can see that feature request 1, the priority is reordered. Feature request 1, now the priority is 2. And the other feature request, the priority is ordered also. You can see here that the priority is 3, 4, and 5. Now let's try to order the feature request by client name. Here you can see that the priority is reordered. Now let's try edit the feature request. Let's say we want to edit feature request 4. Okay, now the description is edited. Let's make sure that the description is edited or no by refreshing the page. Okay, you can see that the description is edited. Now let's see the source code of this application. Here I use Docker Compose to deploy this application to the server. We have back end and front end. For the back end I use Flask, and for the database I use SQL Alchemy. You can see here that I import my database from model package. So let's try to models, and this is the models or database. I use SQL Alchemy. I also use Marshmallow to serialize the database. Here we have some route. The first route is add feature. The method is post, and here we have some data from the request. This is script to replace the priority in case we add new feature with the same priority as the other features. And here we add the features or new features to the database. And we just return the new feature with Marshmallow. This route is to get all of the features. So we have the list of features. This route is used to get one features. So if you want to see the detail of features, you can use this route. This route is used to update the request. We get some data from the request and we change the filter with the ID that passed in the URL with new data. Next, this route is used to mark the filters as complete. We can see here that the filter with the ID that passed in the URL, the complete is marked as 1. This complete is table that defined in the database. If the complete is 0, so the filters is not completed yet. But if the complete is 1, so the filter is complete or done. This route is used to delete the filter. And this route is to order the filter. If you remember, in my application, we can reorder the filter by ID or by client name or by priority. Now, let's move on to the front end. In the front end, I use two files. The first is simple index.html file. Here we have header, we have table to show the filter, and also we have model. This model is used to add the filter and edit the filters. Next, we have JavaScript file or jQuery file. Here we have some script to get this application run. This is for that new picker and this is for that edit. Here we have a template. This template is defined in the index.html. This one. Here we have two functions to add filter to the template and get all filters and push it to the template. This is to get filters. We can see here that the URL is the hostname of backend container. Here is to create filters. You can see here that we have data that string file by JSON. So we have JSON format. And the URL is the backend 500. This is the hostname of backend container. The type is post, and we pass the data that we defined before. And we add filter. Add filter simply that we add this new filter to the HTML file. So we don't need to reload our page to get the new filter displayed in our application. This is sort by name. You can see here that we call the API by class name. In this case, the class name is based on the HTML file. Let's see. In the HTML file, here you can see that the sort ID, the class is ID. And if we want to sort by client, the class is client. And if we want to sort by priority, the class is priority. So this class is used in the URL by ID, by priority, or by client. This one is sort by client, this one is sort by priority, and this one is sort by ID. This is for delete the filters. We can see here that the type of request is delete. This is for complete the filter. You can see here that the URL is filter slash the current target ID or the ID of filters slash complete. Next here is to edit the filter. We have some existing data And after that, we use this data to call the API. The type of the request is put. Okay, this is the end of this video. Thank you for watching.